Welcome to the Blue and Orange Brunch. And as always, boy, don't we have a lot to talk about. Game 3's in the books as the San Antonio Spurs take Game 3 in dramatic fashion. There's been a lot of commentary on this game from the celebrities to the refs to the players. We'll talk about all the news that came out from Game 3, especially Mike Brown. Did he really just say that? We're going to get to the bottom of Mike Brown's comments. We'll also talk about some updates for Game 4. We got some news on that as well. The NBA said that they will overlook or they will review the controversial decision to not call a flagrant foul on Victor Wembanyama. We'll see what comes out from that. And Knicks, they have some glaring Wemby problems in the paint. We will talk about that as well. Another thing, too, I want to let Knicks Nation know. The series isn't over. The series isn't over. You have to relax. Also, Knicks fans wilding, getting busy and going crazy at watch parties. We're going to talk about all of the shenanigans involving these New York Knicks today on the Blue and Orange Brunch Show. What's good, Knicks Nation? Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York, city's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey, welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are. Oh, damn. Welcome you. I went to the wrong screen. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. I mean, I feel better waking up. Last night was difficult, taking the loss. But before we begin, we do have to address the proper formality. We got to smash them damn like buttons, man. Come on, as you enter the show, smash that like button so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. And listen, man, we noticed in the last 28 days that well over half of you guys who watch are not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. All right. And look, as we're on the road to 10,000, we do have special giveaways. The first is the 5K giveaway, where we will give away this rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. All you have to do is subscribe. No phone numbers, no emails, no janky websites. Subscribe now, and you will automatically be entered in a chance to win. Big time salute to everybody in the building. I do appreciate y'all for y'all support. Let me see who's up in here. My man, Matter of Opinion, Waltz P. What's good? I see you, Hawks ATL. All right. Big Zach, I see you in the building. All right. Mr. Smith, a.k.a. Constantinople, The Surge, Real Art Manifest. Darlene Bryant, what's good? Continue to smash that like button on the way in. My bad. I had to change shows because I ended the other show we had by accident. I'm tight. I ended it before I even got a chance to really start it, but it's all good. Last night, we coming off a big time loss, and it is what it is, man. It's on to the next one. You never get too low on your losses, and you never get too high on your wins. You got to stay balanced because the mission isn't over. I want to salute to the members of the No Spooky crew. If you're still out there, we had to eat that crow. It's not Knicks Info. Now it's going to be Knicks in 5. And that's just what it's going to be. You feel me? And unless you're going spooky like my man Ty. Salute to my man Ty. Oh, I'm letting y'all know right now. Y'all not triggering me today. All right? So we will be going by the hard clock when I open up that goddamn phone lines. No clock status is an 8-minute max. Callbacks are a 5-minute max. Everybody gets 3 minutes. Now I'm gonna let you talk like I always do. But if you ask me a question, it's gonna count for your time. So if you want to ask me a question, let me answer it at the end of your call. And I will answer it at the end of your call because I usually take notes based on the things that you guys say. So yeah, we're going to move with a little bit more protocol today. I will not be here for another 4 hours going back and forth with you guys about, our opinions as to why we lost the game. Okay. What else? I might do another show tonight. I might not. I don't know. I got to see. It depends on what news comes out. Right now, there might be an update, so I might have to go live tonight. Of course, the Blue and Orange Brunch returns tomorrow, but we also will be doing another smoke fire for Game 4 and for Game 5 on Saturday. All right? And if you are a San Antonio Spurs fan, why don't y'all call up the goddamn line? I don't understand. Y'all won last night and y'all still hesitant. Only one that calls up is the Brownsville guy, right? But y'all, the rest of y'all not calling up. I'm curious to hear what you guys got to say. Y'all in the chat. Y'all sending me messages. Where the hell you at? Now is not the time to be spooky in the goddamn woods. All right, let me get into research mode, and I want to just take a look at, last night's game and then preview the odds for the next game like we always do, even though there is no other Eastern Conference Finals or no other team playing right now. It's just us and the Spurs. So, right now, it's all eyes on us. And we couldn't get the job done last night, but that's just, the way the ball bounced. It happens. It is what it is, man. On to the next one has to be the mentality. We can't harp on last night what we didn't do. We have to move on so we can have great focus for what's to come because, this young team, this young Spurs team, they fighting, man. They not going out like suckers, and they wanted to prove to the world that you're not going to sweep me. They were a team in desperation. So they got the 115-111 victory. And a lot of people have controversial thoughts as to why this took place. No worries. We'll get into all of that. But the bottom line is they extended the series because if they didn't, 3-0 is a death sentence. No team has ever recovered from a 3-0 deficit. No team also, when they took the first 2 losses at home, has recovered either. So the history is still on our side, right? Because the other teams that were up 0-2, I don't think they all swept. The 93 Bulls, the 93 Bulls did not sweep when they was up 0-2 against the Suns. The Suns came back and won Game 3, but we know the history, the Bulls still won the series. So the championship, I truly believe, is still ours, all right? Like I said, I'll get into more details of the game later. What we could do right now, I just want to look to see if the odds came out for Game 4. All right, so look, these are the Game 4 odds, all right? And right now, the Knicks are a favorite, -1.5 to win Game 4. So Vegas still, they're putting their money on us, even though it's a slight favorite. ESPN matchup predictor, I don't really give a damn, but they got the Knicks at 57% right now and no known injuries. Like I said, the NBA will be looking into the Victor Wembanyama hard foul on Brunson. I thought that definitely was a miscall. Like that should have been a flagrant foul on Brunson. Let me see if I can get the NBA's exact words on this. The NBA, as is customary, will today review Victor Wembanyama's foul on Jalen Brunson to determine whether any additional penalties, such as a retroactive flagrant foul, are addressed. Now, a lot of us wouldn't really care about a retroactive flagrant foul because it doesn't change the game. I don't really give a damn about that. Is that the league saving face? I don't know. But they are going to be looking into this. We'll talk more tomorrow. I'll give you guys my 5 keys. I mean, my 3 keys. I'm not doing 5, but I'll give you my 3 keys to victory tomorrow, and we'll address that. A lot of news came out from this game, and there's some things that we definitely need to address. I'm gonna play the Mike Brown. I'm gonna play his actual words a little bit later, right before I open up the phone lines, so we could hear in great detail what he had to say about the Knicks and their performance in last night's game. Because I think that Knicks fans are taking what Mike Brown's saying out of context. But we'll talk more about that later. AP says the NBA on flagrant. It's mouthful of hogwash. They're not going to do a thing. Can't go back. And tied. I don't want Brunson to become Teresa Weatherspoon. Okay. I mean, I agree. I mean, I don't really give a damn about after the fact. They should have called it in real time. We all were upset and bothered by it. I mentioned last night, and some other people uttered my sentiment, by the way. But last night during the Smoke Fire show and in the Discord, I said that I felt like we should put Sohan out there to throw some elbows. You got to put the pressure on the ref. I'm a mental type of dude, right? I love the mental warfare, the challenge, the chess match. That's all me. I love that all day. I love to play those games. If I was the coach, Sohan, I need you to go out for 2 minutes. I need you to hit the first person you see. Boom, just lay him out. Lay them out. Boom. Make the refs have to call it. And then I'm going to have a conversation with them. Oh, you saw that, but you didn't see what he did to Jalen Brunson, right? So you need to tighten up your goddamn whistle. And I would have just walked back to my bench. And that could have changed the complexity of the game. Maybe you might get hit with a tech, but at least in the ref's mind, they now know that, okay, we got to do something about this because they plan on retaliating. So I thought that the officials were terrible last night. For the record, let me just say that. I thought that the officials were terrible. Now, hold what I just said. Because don't forget that I said that. The refs were terrible. But let's not act like last night is the only night they were terrible. We'll talk more about that. And another thing too. I am definitely here for the smoke and the fire. It's what we do when we talk sports. Whether you agree or disagree, it's all sports talk. So I'm here for that. I'm built from that. I'm from Kings County. I mean, the things that we used to say to each other, I mean, it borderline on disrespect. So I grew up in an era and time where you had to hold your own, or else they'll just walk right over you. But I want to say this. I don't give a damn about what another person has to say. Right? So don't compare me to other people and say that I got to say this like everybody else. I am me. I am the objective fan. I'm not a part of no committee or crew. I'm a part of Knicks Nation. Salute the Knicks Nation. But I don't got to think like y'all. I don't got to think like y'all. And I'm going to always say this. I am not here to confirm your bias. This is not a feel-good Knicks channel where everything the Knicks do is good and everybody is out to get us. And the Knicks, we don't do no wrong. We always do everything right. And we were robbed of the opportunity. Nah, if you want that, go find somebody else. I'm always going to give you the real talk, whether you agree or disagree. I'm sorry. That's just how I'm built. I don't do the fake nicking around here. Man, do I still believe we're going to win the championship? Yes. See, here's the thing, right? When I do the 10 Key show, I put a lot of time and detail into it. I don't do the 10 Key show just as a feel good, Google some stuff type of thing and then put it together. No, I don't do that. The reason why I believe the Knicks will win in 4 is because I feel as though we're the better team. And I felt like they didn't have a prayer's chance in hell to beat us because of the way the style. Like, if you just watch the way the games go out, they start strong and then they fold. If we just take one game to start the game with more intensity, that might could help us win the game. Because look at it, we wound up taking a 7-point lead in the second quarter. Wasn't enough to hold us down to the fourth because they made their run. One thing you know about the Spurs, they start off the first quarters. They might be the best first quarter team in basketball. So, but nonetheless, I'm not here to confirm your bias. So don't look for me to be the one to make you feel good and just tell you what you want to hear. That's not my job. That's not what I do. I'm here to talk basketball. That's what I do every day. So, and you know, we could agree to disagree. That's just how it could be. That's just how it has to be. But don't get mad at me for not believing what you believe. Period. And we could just disagree and move forward. I'm going to continue. I'm going to get into some stuff that took place. Now, I'm going to start here. Knicks fans, we got to relax, bro. We got to relax, man. So they took the liberty to move the watch parties, right? And give Knicks Nation the opportunity to still celebrate, even though we were robbed of an opportunity to celebrate outside of Madison Square Garden for a reason that we all know why. We all know that, you know, the president was in town and, you know, the security had to be tight. And so I get that. But, you know, we got to relax, though. Hold on. Let me go back to the research, bro. We got to relax as Knicks fans. So I read this today, doing my research. Knicks fans clash with cops in chaotic scene outside of Bryant Park Game 3 watch party. Was any of you guys at Bryant Park? Because I need to know the details. Rowdy Knicks fans clash with cops. Game 3 watch party Monday night. And at least one who hurled a bottle at an officer. What are we doing? The seas of fans teetering over the edge just 1 hour and a half before tip-off, and many didn't make it inside the park. Huge brawls broke out, and cops in riot gear rushed to control the unruly crowd, deploying pepper spray. Rabble-rousing fans started vaulting onto parked cars while chanting, "We want Wemby." And one devil set fire to a Spurs t-shirt. I ain't mad at that. While the mob chased a San Antonio fan across the street. Now that part. When did we become Celtic fans, man? Now you can't wear your other team's merch outside? I don't like that. See, me, I like to make the Spurs fans feel uncomfortable because I know all about the San Antonio Spurs. I watch every single one of their losses. So I'd rather just talk them down the dirt because I just know more basketball than them. That's just how I prefer to deal with a Spurs fan. I'm not going to chase him because he's wearing a Spurs. See, that behavior I don't condone. Now, yes, it's largely young people, but the young people, y'all got to stop. It's not cool. It's not fun. We're doing this every goddamn game. We didn't win the championship yet. At least tear it down when we win the championship. So at least we can say, all right, we the champions. It makes sense. But, you know, we win in game 2s and game 1s and we celebrating like we won the championship. Now, that's a problem. You never get too high on your wins and too low on your losses. And it's out of hand, bro. So, yeah, I do feel some type of way that the Knicks fans couldn't be outside of MSG. Part of me is like, damn, we should have been out there holding it down. You know, that it's a lot of energy that comes from, you know, the fans. And you can hear it's just a certain energy that we weren't able to have because of all of these celebrities. And by the way, to all you fake ass celebrity Knicks fans, we don't need you back at the game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want the fake ass celebrity Knicks fans there. I think I have an article about that as well. But yeah, we gotta all the young people, we gotta relax, yo. We gotta stop. We gotta tone it down. It's not good. It's all bad to me. Somebody said, I'm trying to find an article, but somebody said that the Knicks don't care to have the fake celebrities up in the building like that. Now I don't know if that's true or not. Was that Woj? That might have been Woj today. There was something that he said that they don't want the celebrity fans there or something like that. I listen, Woj, you don't really speak for Knicks fans at all, so I don't really care to hear you speak or say nothing. I'm just gonna say this: we could care less about you showing up to the Garden for the first time. There was an NBA Finals in the Garden since 27 years ago. I don't really give a damn about y'all. Hopefully, y'all don't show up for Game 4. You know, I'm cool with the Tracy Morgans and the Fat Joes, the Ben Still. They always are there. The ones that's always there, they cool. But the other ones that's just showing up once in a while, driving up the ticket prices, man, it's ridiculous. And also, I know I'm scrambling around a lot. There's a lot that I want to talk about. But we did get some good news as far as Game 4 as well, in terms of the ticket price. And no worries, we're going to get back to Mike Brown. I just want to talk about a lot. This is the Blue and Orange Brunch. We don't just talk about just the one topic. We talk about a whole bunch of topics. But the ticket prices for Game 1 or Game 4 rather will be dramatically less. Let me see. I thought I had the article here. I think they said the tickets for Game 4 is going to be like $4,000 instead of the $10,000, the $11,000. Okay, so I mean it's still a lot of money, but it's a lot better than $10,000 and $9,000 for cheap ass tickets in the back. But was supposed to be the cheap tickets in the back, so the ticket prices will change. So I want to know a couple of things. How do you feel about Wemby? And the refs will review it to see if they could, call it a technical foul or flagrant foul after the fact. How do you feel about that? I want to talk about the Wemby paint stuff because I think that the paint is a problem. Not overall as a team, but it is actually an overall problem. Because first off, another thing too, I want to say before I even talk about that. I know I'm all over the place today. It's a lot to talk about. And I just want to make sure I'm getting this out. By the way, continue to smash that like button if you didn't smash it already. All right. Don't be a hater because I don't agree with you, goddammit. All right. Smash that damn like button if you're watching the show. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because well over half of you guys who watch are not subscribed. I feel like I owe Mikal Bridges an apology. I feel like last night I was going in too hard on him, and I'm not excusing the Frank Ntilikina 0-for-0 quarter he had in the third quarter. I'm not excusing that, or the second quarter, one of the two quarters. No, it was the second quarter. Anyway, I'm not excusing that. But I do want to say this. I said that Mikal Bridges' defense was bad too. That's cap. Mikal Bridges' defense was fire last night. And now that may shock y'all. What do you mean his defense was? Listen to me. Mikal Bridges' defense was fire last night. Only person that scored on Mikal was Victor Wembanyama in the pick and roll. That was it. Nobody else scored on Mikal. He did a great job defense. Even what's his name? Castle. He gave Castle a hard time. Castle wasn't just getting busy on him like that. And I kind of blame Castle getting busy on him, and that wasn't all the way correct. So yeah, I do owe Mikal Bridges an apology. His defense was good. His offense was trash, but his defense was good though. So I don't want to put that on him. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say before I get to this article. No, I think I'm gonna get to the Wemby in the paint. Now, look, the Wemby in the paint is a problem. And this to all the free throw people, right? I'm not saying the refs wasn't bad. I'm not saying that The refs didn't miss calls. I'm not saying none of that. But I want to say this. We had a paint problem last night that I don't think we really had the first two games. I mean, it kind of was there, but it's not. All right, so stats with context is something that I always preach. Right? The Knicks have more paint points than the Spurs. However, that's an incomplete way of looking at the paint. You can also scroll up and look at the free throw discrepancy. They had 10 more free throws than what we had. Okay? Now, the rationale behind the free throws is, and this is something that I challenged everyone last night. Tell me the time where they ran pick and roll with Towns where he went downhill towards the basket. Because when you're driving downhill towards the basket, that's usually where you draw fouls. We were not doing that in the second half. We were not taking it to the basket. We became perimeter bandits. So part of the reason why they had, I'm not saying the entire reason, but part of the reason why they had more free throw attempts is because they were more active going downhill. Well, how do you know that? What are you talking about? Salute to the New York Post, because they got an interesting article here that I thought that had some really interesting concepts. All right. So let me see. Now listen to this part. The biggest issue was the interior defense, allowing Wembanyama and Castle to combine for 55 points on 19 for 32 shooting. Do y'all see that? They combined for 55 points on 19 of 32 shooting. The Spurs crushed the Knicks on the interior. The Spurs piled 44 points in the paint and attempted 32 free throws. When you put those two together, these guys are attacking downhill. How do we know that? Let's look at their box score. Out of Victor Wembanyama's 18 shots, only 4 of them were threes. This brother was getting downhill in the box, in the paint. Stephon Castle, 14 shots. 5 of his shots are threes. This guy is getting inside in the paint and drawing fouls. 5 or 6 free throws, all on attacking the paint and the rim. And most of Wemby's 9 free throws, attacking the paint, attacking the rim. Only 2 players on our team was attacking the rim. OG Anunoby and Brunson. Towns did it in the first half. That's where he got his 3 free throws. Towns didn't get no free throws from what I could remember. I could pull it up. But either way, he was not aggressive in the fourth quarter. He didn't score in the fourth quarter for sure. I don't think he shot no free throws in the third quarter. But I could be off on that. The bottom line is we're not getting downhill. We're allowing these guys to attack the paint. That is a huge issue. Because one of the things that I said is dominate the paint and dominate the glass. Now, we did dominate the glass, and I felt like our rebounding is what kept us in the game. I mean, we had 46 rebounds to their 37, all right? And 12 offensive rebounds. Do y'all see that? 12 offensive rebounds. Make sure y'all can see it. All right. So the rebounding part, we did it. You know, that was a mission accomplished. But we have to do a better job of getting paint opportunities ourselves. And I think that's what was missing last night. We were getting paint points, but in the second half, we went away from it. Because in the first half, hold on, I got it written down here. In the first half, as I go into the game nights, we had we had 24 paint points. They had 12. So that means that 30 of their 40-some paint points came in the second half. But what do I know? a man, matter of opinion, says, we're not gonna do that, KP. I literally said he shut down. Yeah, I know. No, I'm apologizing. No, matter of opinion, my bad. No. Hey, yo, matter of opinion. That's my bad. My bad. I just was, yeah, I was frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, man. He said we're not gonna do that, KP. I literally said he shut down Castle on the phone, and you ished on it. You ished it down. Lo say he was cooking everyone, and in the Discord I kept saying, I said keep him in for defense. No, so, you know what? Matter of opinion. Salute to that. My bad. See, I could have meant when I was wrong. Honestly, yo, I just threw everybody under the bus because the reason why I threw everybody under the bus is because I felt like we were just pointing out individuals and blaming them. But to me, I don't look at it like that. Everybody plays a role in the loss. That's how I look at it. I don't just like to single one person out. And this is what we do as Knicks fans. We start singling people out and we just become biased. It's this guy's fault. It's that guy. So matter of opinion, the reason why I brought Bridges up is because I was just trying to just add him to the list of the guys that wasn't playing well. Now, I do think that they should have played Jordan Clarkson down the stretch. I do think that for a lot of reasons, but Mikal's defense was fire. And yo, you know the funny thing part about it, Walt P? I'm not sure if y'all gonna be able to see this because my handwriting is trash. Listen, my handwriting is really bad, but I actually wrote it in the game night. I wrote it down. Hold on, let me show you where I wrote it at. I said, yo, Mikal Bridges' defense is elite. I wrote it down in the game night. Oh, Lord, let me see. Mikal Bridges, great hustle back. Mikal Bridges, downhill. And where I wrote it at? BS Cole. Backs. Oh, yeah. You're not going to be able to see that. But it's right where my finger is. Bridges' defense is elite. Do you see that? Bridges' defense is elite. See that? The reason why I wrote that is because they literally had a fast break opportunity and Bridges came out of nowhere and got a foul. I thought that was a great play. If it wasn't a foul, it was a stop. And I was like, yo, Bridges is incredible. For him to have the foresight to do that, I was like, yo, that's fire. So his defense was good, though, Walls P. You know, my bad, though. My bad. I just wanted to throw him under the bus. I'm going to keep it real because I was just throwing everybody under the bus at that point. So I was just trying to just add sauce to it. No, Castle was cooking Hart. Hart was getting the business. Yeah, he gave Hart the business last night. Salute to Josh Hart. He tried, but Castle was giving him the business. And I'm gonna touch on, let me see what else I got. Hold on, 2 seconds. Continue to smash that like button. There was one more thing I wanted to. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to the phone line now. I want to play the Mike Brown clip though. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. So we could listen to what Mike Brown had to say. All right, because Mike Brown, you know, he made some strong statements last night, and a lot of people are like, "See, Mike Brown, he blamed the refs." Mike Brown blamed the refs. Hold on, we can play this for y'all so y'all can hear it. And this is his exact words. All right, hold on, 2 seconds.
Game tonight.
All right, make sure y'all can hear it. All right, volume is up. All right, let me play it.
Mitch Johnson and the Spurs, they won the game tonight. They came and took the game. But I will say this, I never thought.
Hold on, did y'all hear that first part? Because this is the part everybody leaves out. I'm going to play it one more time.
Mitch Johnson and the Spurs, they won the game tonight. They came and took the game.
Mitch Johnson and the Spurs, they won the game tonight. They took the game. He started his comment saying that. Did y'all catch that? Because a lot of y'all talk about, well, Mike Brown blamed the refs and he blamed the refs and he said the refs. But you didn't say the first part what he said. Mitch Johnson and the Spurs, they took the goddamn game. Don't say one part and then leave out the other part and just get to the rep part. See, you're biased. That's your problem. And when you're biased, I'm going to show you you're biased. The refs have been trashed the entire playoffs. Ain't nothing new last night. It wasn't like the refs were reffing the game great, and then last night, oh man, the refs were really bad last. They've been bad the entire play. We've been talking about it all playoffs. And now it's the refs. And they don't want us to win. So where are the refs when we win? We'll talk more about that. Hold up.
But I will say this, I never thought I'd be in the NBA Finals and see a team get 24 free throw attempts in the second half to another team's 8. And I don't.
He said, I never thought we'd be in the finals where we see a team gets in the second half 24 free throws to another team's 8. I'm just trying to break it up for copyright purposes. You feel me? I got to act like we reacted to this stuff. So, yeah, that's what he said. So if I repeat him, it's for that reason.
I don't think I complain much about officials or, the fairness when it comes to the free throw attempts.
Hold on. Pause there. You actually did complain about officials before. Now, I'm not saying you do it all the time, but this isn't the first time we heard you complain about officials. So for the record, this is not the first time we heard him complain about officials. Remember when Rick Brunson had to tell him and everybody to shut the hell up? That was because they were complaining about the officials.
San Antonio is a great team. They're a great team. Okay? It's going to lower our odds big time if we play game 4 and in the second half they get 24 free throw attempts to our 8.
So he says that the San Antonio Spurs are a great team, but it's going to lower our odds to be competitive and win if they're getting 24 free throws to the 8. But Mike Brown, here's my question to you. How many actions did you run going downhill to attack the paint? The Spurs made a concerted effort to attack the paint. They had 30 paint points in the second half. How many paint points did you have in the second half? You only had 18 paint points in the second half. You know why? Because you stopped prioritizing getting downhill and you started shooting them wild-ass three-point shots that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about the wild-ass three-point attempts. We only talk about the refs. But your man, Mike Brown, the reason why I played this clip is because your man, Mike Brown, started and said the Spurs, they won the game. They took the game. He never said the refs are the reason why they won the game. For the record, I'm opening up the damn phone lines. Call up 646-995-8389. Call up and voice your opinion. All right? We cook it with hot grease. And there's more I want to unpack from the Mike Brown refs. But I want y'all to call up and talk about what you heard. If that's the first time you heard it, it may be a shocker to you. Or maybe you did hear it, but you only heard the part of him complaining about the free throw count. Not the part that when he said the Spurs, they took the game, they deserved to win. Not that part. We just going to act like that part never came out. Now, I'm just going to remind y'all about the rules as well. All right, so look. These are the rules, if I could find it. I got the language, keep it clean. Where the hell's the rules at? I don't see it. Oh, I got it right here. Bam. These are the rules. 3 minutes. And now, if you have a question for me, you could always ask it at the end of the call. All right. I'm going to let you talk your talk, but it's a hard clock. Once that joint is up, it's over. I'm not extending no grace period. Once you hear the buzzer, I'm moving on. All right. Now, if you felt like the time is not enough, you can request a call back. You can request for someone else to call up. All right. Or you can request for somebody else to call back if you like their call. It's all up to you. You can send in donation via Cash App, Super Chat, Linktree. All right. I'll let that be your discretion. And you could also hang up when the opposing team calls. But honestly, I don't really see them calling up. You know, maybe Brownsville Spurs fan. That's it. The rest of these guys, they all spooky in the goddamn woods. They're not going to call up. All right. So that's the rules for the show. All right. Feel free to call up. And also to all my no clock people, the maximum time, 8 minutes. That's it. We're not going past that. We're not going beyond that. All right. All right, cool. Get the first person on the line. Got my man Charlie. Hold on. I just realized something. Give me 2 seconds, Charlie. Okay, I'm good here. Okay, we good. Yeah, we good. Yeah, last night I had some crazy technical. The technical difficulties I had last night, bro. I should have ended the show. I'm gonna keep it real, cause it was crazy last night. Yo. I want to make sure you can. Yup. Yeah, they can hear. All right, I'm calling you right now. My man Charlie from the Heights. 646-995-8389. Call up. Got a lot to talk about today. What's going on, Charlie?
Hey, what's up? It's me and Charlie from Washington Heights.
What's going on? Washington Heights in the building.
Thank you. What's up, man? Good to hear from you again, man. Saw the game last night. And let me tell you, man, I had to pull my hair, man. It was crazy. The refs. I kind of feel like the refs won the game for them. And I kind of feel like I believe we got enough players on the bench that could probably put Wemby on his behind. Wemby and Cashapp, because they were getting away with murder with all these fouls. And the refs allows it. And I believe also Wemby did have, I think he thought he had it. I think he got suspended in the Minnesota game when he hit that dude with the elbow. Doesn't if he gets a technical or when they review it and they do what they do, don't they get an automatic game suspension for twice?
Nah.
For doing a flagrant crime twice? Nah.
He not getting no suspension, dog. You know that.
Yeah, I know that's the reality. Sad reality.
Hell no.
But I feel that we got enough players on the bench to be fit. Like when they do, like they're doing to Brunson, pounding on him, like they've been doing last night. They need to be physical on Wemby or Castle on both. Just so the refs could see that the Knicks ain't gonna be pounded or pushed around like that.
I ain't mad at that. I actually agree with that.
Me too.
100%.
Yeah.
But them on they back.
And yesterday, I mean, Knicks fans, we gotta do better. I don't know if you've seen it, but they were wilding out last night. Like anybody who they saw with a Spurs jersey, I mean, they surrounded them and took off their jerseys.
Wow.
It was crazy last night. You know?
Yeah, that's wild.
No, it was wild. It was wild. Let me tell you something. I guess Madison Square Garden don't know what they're doing. Because let me tell you something. After watching the way things went yesterday, if it would have been those type of fans that would have been in the seats, I wouldn't be surprised that they bum rushed Wemby and the refs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
Man. Well, I just hope that we could get it together, man. We don't need. I don't like that energy. I'm gonna keep it. I don't like that attacking people from the opposing team and taking off their jerseys. I think that's too much.
No, that's just too much. Because you know what? In the game of life, like I love my Knicks and I'm confident we're gonna win. But in the game of life, these athletes, they're all winners. They made it out. They're billionaires. So after the season, they get to enjoy their life, not us. We gotta be living paycheck by paycheck, you know? So in the game of life, they won. You know? So we shouldn't be out there risking going to jail, getting locked up and all this over a game, you know? It's good to be a passionate Knicks fan, but let's just look at the reality, you know?
Yep. I'm with you, my brother. Man, thank you for the call, Charlie. I appreciate you, my brother, man.
Always, bro. Have a good one.
Big time salute. I like he did put he did put the emphasis on the officiating, but one thing I like about his call, he said, "Nah, but we should do it back to them," and that's what I said. I'm putting Sohan in the game, bro. This is how you make them call it honest. Now I get out there. Now we gonna embrace the physicality. Embrace the physicality. But we don't play like they don't. It's just certain things they don't do in today's generation. That back in the day, that ain't. Dude, back in the day, if you put the star player on their back, bro, it's too much repercussion, man. Like, it's like, seriously, like, they not going for that at all. Quick question. Can y'all hear the clock? Because I can't, for some reason, I can't hear the clock. Hopefully, y'all can hear the clock. Let me know if y'all can hear the clock. Salute to Maxine, the super producer. I see you, Maxine. Maxine, did you hear the clock? Because I wasn't sure if the caller heard it. But all right, let me get back to these phone lines. All right. Oh yeah, y'all can hear it, right? Okay. I can't hear it. I'm hoping the caller can hear it. All right, let me get my man Wanda OKF Doctor in here. Smash that like button if you just joined the show. The Blue and Orange Brunch. Hey, Juan.
Karan, how you doing, man?
How's it going, man? Can you hear the clock?
Let's go.
I did not.
Oh, you can't? Okay, I got to fix that. But what's going on, my brother?
Not much, man. Not much. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Yes.
You saw my point of view on the Discord, so.
I definitely did. And by the way, we got to eat the crow because we did say Knicks info.
I know I did.
It's all good,
yesterday,
though.
I put it in the chat. But then again, let's eat crow because I did say 4. And he was onto that. But hey.
It is what it is.
How do you say that? Every dog has a day?
Every dog has a day. Yep. Every dog has his day. Yep.
Thank you. So I think to me, what Brown said was just sportsmanship, like trying to modify things, just like Carlisle did with us last year, and it worked.
Right.
I think that's what he did. It wasn't a complaint about the officiating per se as a cause of loss.
Or blaming them as to why we lost.
No.
That's it. That's all I
want
want to add.
That's not what it was. It was just a sportsmanship way of actually trying to get the swaying the referees a little bit, which is fine. That's how it is, right? It's a chess match. And I know that it wasn't that because you saw the post conference, the press conference from Cat. He said that no, we'd lost it. We didn't go to our positions. We didn't move the ball. We lost so many turnovers without reason because those turnovers were stupid,
insane, bro, insane.
So my thinking is that they're gonna tie that up.
Of course.
Yep. I expect a big Cat game, but again, one of the biggest adjustments that I think they should do is screening, man. Why did they go away from screening? They don't actually use the screen to let Bruns go get the ball up. They don't. Why do they do that with Alvarado? They don't do it with Brunson. I don't understand that.
I don't understand it either. It's just like all of the good things we did, we just stopped doing in the third quarter. Like, it just is crazy to me. Like, I'm like, bro, I could be my eyes, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that. I was like, okay, so you're expecting him to move everything and do everything, but you don't help him. You see that they're hand checking him every single time. So why don't you just help him? And if you're doing screens, why are you doing it so weak? Again, we're going back to this, do the weak screens. I don't like that.
Right. It's like we're going backwards when we're supposed to be going forward. It's weird.
You know what? Set up a nice back screen, drop it on the floor. Oh, foul. Right. Oh, well, huh. Now you know what's going to happen next time you try to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
100%.
Or elbows. Those are okay. I mean, that's how you actually have to control the set of the tempo of the game.
Right.
So that's, to me, that's what they have to do.
I agree,
You know?
100%. 100%.
So, other than that,
Oh,
I think it was an unfortunate situation yesterday. I think it was a reality check as well. And last, because I don't know if I have the 10 seconds or how I can hear it. But last thing is, I think that streak also was getting in their minds a little bit, and pushing the streak to home game on the finals. That's pressure as well. So now that that's out of the way, maybe they'll focus a little bit more.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I think they will. You know what, Tuwan? Sometimes the loss is needed.
Of course, it resets
Sometimes
you.
the loss is needed. It resets you. Yeah.
You know the way that I see it, when they get a loss like that, I don't know. You like dogs?
Dogs are cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a pet, but yeah.
But you see how they actually yawn and then shake their heads when they're stressed out, or they get scared or anything like that. So what they do that is to reset their nervous system.
Bingo.
So to me, this was a yawn.
Yeah, that's it.
Or a head shake. So let's go with that, and hopefully they're gonna do better. Just take care of the ball, man. Those were how many points of turnovers? 21.
Yeah, we had no. We had 13 turnovers.
No. Points off turnover.
Oh, points. Yeah, 21.
I mean, if you cut those turnovers in half, that's half of the points that you lost by.
Bingo.
You win the game.
I want to say half of those were free throws.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
I don't got the exact number on that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
No, a few of them, I think like 5 or 6 in the first, in the second, the second and the third quarter, they were like just balls in between them.
Right.
The ones that Hart and Deuce did, it was like insane. The ones that Cap did, I don't know what they were thinking about. So if you cut those off, you win the game.
Bingo.
You don't listen. This is my last statement. Period. We lost by 4 points. Everybody's saying it because of the referees. We were being beat up. We were not getting calls. Fine. We still were within range of winning the game. If we didn't have turnovers, we took care of the ball. We came back to moving the ball with purpose, not just moving it for moving it.
Right.
We win.
100%, man. I appreciate you, Juan, man.
Of course.
Hopefully no other injuries happen, but if they do, we got to talk about it.
Oh my God, I got scared when I didn't see Mitch. I got scared when I didn't see Mitch for the whole second quarter.
Oh, anyway. Well, that was the Hacker Mitch. That was just Hacker Mitch because they were in the penalty. The Spurs were in the penalty.
Yeah, but they put what's his name? They put Zohan in. He's also a bad shooter.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true. But no, but they put him in for the nice. Like he didn't really play beyond that. But the reason why they went small was because they just didn't want to chance the Hacker Mitch because the Spurs were going to run it.
They tried it before, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they definitely were. So it was just that was just an adjustment to just prevent that. But no, I think Mitch is fine. I don't think.
No, that's what I'm saying. I just got scared because I thought he might have twigged something.
Yeah.
But anyways.
No
all
doubt.
right, man. Thank you so much, man.
No doubt. All right. It's my man Juan the OKF Doc. Yeah, me and him, we dropped. Listen, anytime there's an injury, you got to listen to the videos me and him put out. Because he knows his stuff, man. When it comes to medical, he's in sports medicine. Very accomplished guy, the OKF doctor. He's not just the OKF doctor for fun. He's a real doctor. I'm trying to, on the back end, what I'm trying to figure out is why they can't hear the call. Like, I don't understand. Because I don't even hear it myself. Like, that's the crazy part. I'm going to try this one tweak right here. I just hope it doesn't mess everything up. And I'm going to see if this makes the tweak. But, let me get back to the phone line. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Got Musa on the line. What's good, Musa?
What's
really
good?
quick question. Did you call up last night?
Yeah, I did. I didn't get my call back.
My bad, yo. Last night was a crazy show, man.
What was
I
they on
definitely owe
about?
you guys.
These Nick fans. What was they on about?
They were upset over the refs. They blamed the refs for the loss, so
You can't
that
blame the
became a
refs. I
huge
mean,
debate.
the refs are gonna call it how they see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mike Barr said in his post game, maybe we were just fouling a lot. Who knows?
No, I mean, we definitely was fouling the hell out of them. I mean,
Oh
we're
yeah,
very
for sure.
physical with them when they get in the paint. Like Wemby, we're very physical with Wemby. We are not allowing him to establish himself down there for sure. Yep.
No, we shouldn't have because we know he can't score. He's not a great isolation scorer, as we saw in game 1 and 2. He's just not meant to be isolation scorer.
100%.
And
So
what really hurt us is the turnovers and the offense getting stagnant, and then the defense too.
Right.
Every time we make a run, right? They would just come
time.
and score every time. It was just like 3 points for them.
Man, it just was bad basketball, bro. Like,
overall, yeah, it wasn't great team basketball like what we were seeing in game 1 and 2.
right. We had
Mikal
18
disappeared.
assists.
Your former client. He disappeared in the goddamn woods.
Yeah, he did. He sort of did. Yeah, I can't lie. He disappeared. His defense was good though, but
yeah, this was solid.
But on the offensive side, you gotta give us
him and Cat were nowhere to be found. They were just
because think about it. If he would have gave us 10 points, we win.
Yeah, if you would have given us 10 to 15 and Cat, we would have easily won. You can't just rely on Brunson to be a hero ball. Like that's not gonna save you, especially against an elite defense. You're realizing it more and more how they're pressuring Brunson. You gotta
hell yeah. They got really good defense.
Brown, I hope he takes him like off ball and has someone else like kind of run that point guard role, if you will.
Do you think him and Jose would be too small?
Yeah, bro. They're gonna go after Brunson every screen. They're gonna try to get that switch on the Brunson. That's the thing, right? They'll just attack Brunson because they realize, okay, he's the worst defender out there. Small. Just go for him. Go after him.
Yeah. What about Clarkson then? You don't think Clarkson could hold his own and dribble a little bit?
Yeah, Clarkson did his job until he had those sloppy turnovers. Then he got a little, loosey-goosey out there. But he did his job that he was supposed to. Shamet, I don't know what happened to him. I was surprised.
Interesting.
I did not expect Shamet and Deuce to disappear.
Yeah, and then that was a whole nother, like, damn, Deuce, yeah. I didn't like when he put Deuce back in the game either.
Yeah, that wasn't really the smart move. You should have just stuck with, like, Clarkson. Because you need Clarkson in this series is really what you truly need. You need that punch, that scoring option. And he can give you that. So I hope to see more Clarkson minutes tomorrow.
Man, I appreciate you, Musa. My bad for last night, man. Yeah, it'll never happen again. My fault.
Where's all these Spurs fans, man? They up in the goddamn woods.
They're not calling, bro. They won and they still won't call.
Dudes win one game and they don't want to share their opinion.
I would be laughing at us right now. The same old name. I just want to bang with that. I want to have a conversation. That's it.
I want to hear from the Spurs fans, bro. They hiding.
They hiding right now, man. They winning. That's crazy. But I appreciate you, though, Musa.
Yeah.
Never again, man. I make sure to get you up there, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I appreciate it. No problem.
Peace. Big time. Yeah, last night, listen to those of you who listened to last night's show, I ain't gonna lie, it went off the rail. It was crazy. It was a wild show. Salute to my man AP. He said, all we need is 2 wins. Can we get that? Smash the like button. AP, hold up. Definitely smash that like button, though, like my brother AP just said. But AP, Ty, he exposed you last night. He said that you said that we're going to lose to the 19 and the 20-year-olds, man, and you left. So do you believe that? So I want to flip the question back on you, AP. Do you believe that we could win? Do you believe that? And Knicks Nation, do you believe that we can win? No one said it was going to be easy. I know we predicted the sweep, but it is what it is. We lost one. It's life. Still could win it in 5. Still could win it in 6 or 7. I don't want it to go to 6 or 7, but it's all possibilities. I'm a very practical guy. It isn't over till it's over. You know, that's just the way I see it. All right, let me get back to the line. I think we got L Figgy coming up. Musa, then Figgy. Then I got Walls P.
Your call has.
Miguel, call me back, Miguel. I got you. Call me right back. I'm not sure if Miguel called. I wonder if Miguel called last night too. To all the people who I didn't get on the line last night, my bad. Won't happen again. What's good, L Figgy?
What's good, Karan? Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. You're a little
Okay.
lower, but it's good though. We can hear you.
I'm sorry, I'm out, but
It's fine.
real quick, a couple things I wanted to touch base on. In terms of the physicality with Wemby yesterday, I'm going to tell you, and I was saying this yesterday in the Discord, it's not even about back in the day, Karan. We cannot allow him to put hands on Jalen like that.
I agree.
Do you understand what I'm saying right now?
That's a fact.
If anybody watched the Western Conference Finals, okay, Game 2, Hartenstein was allowed to ragdoll, and when I say ragdoll, he was allowed to ragdoll Wemby around that court for 48 minutes, and no one said a word. What ended up happening in Game 3? Coach Johnson brought out the goon squad, all right? Leading the charge was Carter Bryant, and he laid SG out on his ass on the hardwood.
Ooh, yes, he did.
And that was the end of that. I need somebody to tap Ariel Hukporti or Jeremy Sohan or one of these kids on the shoulder and said, you have 6 fouls, go out there and make them count. You take Wemby and you clean his, I don't want to say it, but you go out there and you finish him. You go out there and you let him know, and you let the entire San Antonio Spurs team know you cannot do that to our captain. It is not bad basketball. It is not Bush League. Yo, this is part of playing sports, y'all. I played softball from high school through college. I was a catcher.
Nice.
I was a catcher. These nice little girls with their French braids, you know what they would do? They kick dirt up into my mask. They would kick dirt up into my eyes. They would knock me out when they were running home. It's part of sports, and I would give it right back to them. Believe me, that is part of it. It is not what you guys think it is. We cannot allow them to do this to our captain. Another thing, y'all, we're good. We're up 2-1. We're never going to shoot that poorly again. We're going to take care of the ball tomorrow night. We got this. It's going to be Knicks in 5. You know, one of the reasons I like winning in San Antonio, and just hear me out, and you guys can disagree or not agree with me. I know everybody wants to win at MSG. If anybody travels for business, if any of y'all travel for work, you guys understand that sometimes when you get away from your house and you get away from your home base office, there's less distractions. I'm not saying this is the only reason, but sometimes when these guys are at home with their wives, their kids, their friends, their families, it can be somewhat distracting. We looked distracted yesterday. We came out flat. We didn't come out with aggression. Sometimes being at home with the wife and the kids and the friends and the family, you're not all about work anymore. Sometimes you're distracted and you're doing other things. When these guys are in San Antonio, they're in the hotel, they're eating together, they're practicing together, and it's all about basketball. They're not there to hang out. They're away from home. And sometimes that's what you need. You need to be taken out of your home environment, and then it's all business. We're going to take care of this. I still say Knicks in 5. I know we're going to win at home tomorrow, and then we're going to finish business in San Antonio. It's not about the same thing they did to us in 99, y'all. This is a different team. I have full and complete confidence in Jalen Brunson. He does not get this close to the chip just to fumble it away. You guys,
that's a fact.
Trust me. You guys can put money on this. It is Knicks in 5. We're good, y'all. We have the upper hand. We're in the driver's seat. We beat us yesterday. The Spurs did not beat us. Y'all, this game was gifted to the San Antonio Spurs. This is not going to happen again.
100%, man. I appreciate you, Figgy. Great call. Thank you for bringing the balance. And let's go Knicks. Knicks in 5.
Go. I got you. Let's go. I appreciate you, Corona. Shout out to Maxine, the first lady of the OKF Nation, yo.
Big time. So the Maxine, the super producer. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. El Figgy. Miguel, if you there, call me back, my brother. Miguel AZ. Call me back. I got Walls P, then Ty. Now I'm gonna get back into some topics. Hopefully, Wall Speak can answer. He should be good. I don't think he's working now.
Yo,
What's good, Wall Speak? How you feeling, my brother?
What's going on?
A lot of craziness, man. My bad
Yes,
to your
sir.
client, my former client. My bad. He caught it straight.
Nah.
Yo, it really wasn't about Mikel.
Nah, I know. I was messing with you, but I was just saying, like, nah, we're not gonna do that. I was calling out, but yeah.
Yeah. Could you read my handwriting? I put in my own notes. Mikal Bridges' defense is elite.
Yeah.
I had to read that again. I'm like, oh, then I see the matchups. I was like, oh man, I gotta apologize.
But nah, I agree with you on the Clarkson thing though. I agree with you because Clarkson definitely was a difference maker as far as like putting up some points. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because we needed his offensive playmaking. Somebody that could, get into his bag and put the ball in the hoop pretty much.
Right.
But I don't know, man. Like, I know some people are like feeling like maybe a little spooky in the woods, but I'm really not, man. I just think like Knicks got ahead of themselves thinking, we got this in the bag. And because you saw them going back to not moving the ball really, while Brunson's trying to cook, everybody's not setting picks really. Everybody's stagnant. And it's just like, I think it took this loss to wake them up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because
I agree.
Number one, Brunson never have 2 back-to-back bad games after a loss. You feel me? After a loss, he never have 2 back-to-back bad games or whatever. But he didn't really have a bad game. He just turnovers. Them turnovers, Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Bro. Yeah, man. So, but I feel very confident that tomorrow we're gonna pull that game off, and I just feel at the Spurs we gonna take them out, man. Because in the playoffs, Knicks seem to be a better away team. Because think about it, most of all of our blowout games we were away.
On the road.
Yeah.
Historic ass whoopings on the road.
Yeah,
Historic.
Exactly. Because it's like they could lock in. There's no distractions. You feel me? So.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. There was something that L. Figgy had said that I just slipped.
Was it about hitting Wemby back?
Yes. We don't we don't have no enforcers really on the team, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I liked when Josh Hart went to the ground and he got up and pushed them. Now, I will say this too. If GTA was in the game, I think he would have came and pushed Wemby.
That's a fact.
You feel me? He's like the only enforcer that I see, like, that's on the team or whatever. But shout out to Josh Hart, who got up and pushed the hell out of what's his name? They backup center.
Luke Cornett.
Yep. So shout out to him, man.
But was that because it was Luke Cornett? If it would have been somebody else, would Josh Hart have done the same thing?
Nah, I think Josh Hart would have did it if it was anybody. Because Josh Hart, as calm as he is, that dude is feisty,
Yeah.
Like, that dude is feisty as I don't know what. So, yeah, I don't think it was just a Luke Cornett thing. But, yeah, we need an enforcer. That's why, like, man, get somebody to come in there and take that technical foul or whatever. Let them know, we got the bill. If you get ejected, whatever, we'll handle the fine and keep it pushing, man. But you need to let them know, we ain't going to take this.
I agree.
We ain't going to take this. And that's what the NBA is like. A lot of these teams, well, then again, like L. Figgy said, Spurs, they definitely did that during OKC where they got their get back.
Yeah.
But we don't really like, I don't know, man. Like, we went from a gritty team now to like a finesse team that everybody's a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
man.
I don't like that, man. Like, I don't like that at all. So, yeah. So,
but you got to put that on Mike Brown, though. It's like, you got to, we got to strike back. All that nice guy stuff is cool, but I'm just from a different era, man. You don't hit, like, when I'm come up, man, they hit you, you hit them back, bro.
Big facts. And
I'm different. I'm different.
I know people say, like, some people say it was weak sauce, Mike Brown coming out, talking about the referees or whatever. But
I
I
don't
don't
think it's
know.
weak sauce.
I look at it different in a sense.
Yeah.
It is in a sense weak sauce, but I look at it different from the perspective of that let the players know he got our back.
Right.
Like, he's a mouthpiece for us. Like, you know what I mean? It's like if you got a kid who gets in trouble, whatever, and he feel he ain't speak his mind, and you go to the school and you speak up for him, like, your child is gonna feel like, yo, my pops got my back. That's the same thing with coaching.
Great point. But
You
let me
feel
just
me?
say this too.
Uh-huh.
Mike Brown did not blame the refs. The Knicks
No,
fans
I
are
know.
blaming the refs.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't call it weak sauce.
Yeah. Because when I heard him say that, I heard the whole thing, and he stressed, yo, Spurs took the game. You feel me?
Right.
So yeah, he stressed
Right.
that part, and he said it like 3 or 4 times.
Right. And also, you know what it was for too? This is why it's good to be really direct too. Like, he should have talked about when Wemby threw Brunson on the floor. Now, if he would have said that, I think it would be more impactful.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Add
If he
that
would've
to the
said that.
soliloquy.
Yeah. Big
And then
fact.
say, if I would have inserted a guy to have him respond, I would have been wrong. And you know how you denounce it?
Yeah.
But you're like, yeah, this could have been the alternative, but you're denouncing it so that way they can't say that this is something that you would do.
Exactly.
You know, it's all at the war, man.
Mental warfare. You feel me?
I'm playing mental. Yo, one thing about me, I'm playing the mental games, my brother. Trust
Big
me,
facts.
dog. I do
It's
that in the
chess, not
park.
checkers. It's chess, not
Playing
checkers.
mental games, dog. You ain't got that shot. I don't believe in it.
That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it.
That's
Psych
how
the
you do
opponent
it.
out. For real. And the last one I want to make, the crazy thing about that play with Brunson, what people didn't see is that on the other side, Cat was getting mauled by, I forgot who it was that was mauling him, but it was a double
Johnson.
foul. And that, okay.
Was that Johnson? No. That was early in the game. That was that was Castle. Or Vassell. One of them. One of the dread dudes.
Yeah, but yeah, they both was getting mauled at the same time. It's like,
right,
how do you not see at least one of them things, dog? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But yeah,
100%.
man. But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Maxine. Shout out to you. And
Big time.
I'll be tapped in, brother.
No doubt. All right. Salute.
Later. Salute.
That's my man, Walls P, OKF Nation Plus in the building. No clock status. Got my man Ty. Hold on, Ty. Really quickly, Ty. Give me 2 seconds. AP says, I'm going to say cautiously, and I mean cautiously optimistic, because I got real trust issues when I come to the New York Knicks mini final destination moments. Yeah, but AP, you only had 2 final destination moments, technically, 99 and 94. The other years, we didn't get to the finals. You feel me? I think we're gonna be all right, AP. I think we're gonna be all right. Honestly, bro, like, we are not playing our best. Like, the crazy part about it is we're not playing our best basketball. We're winning games, and we lost by 4 points last night when it should have been by 20. The free throw disparity, the shooting. They didn't shoot well either, by the way, in the fourth. They didn't shoot much better. They shot better, but not much better. So that's the crazy part. I'm so confident in the Knicks, man. I really do think that we're gonna bounce back. Really quickly, I want to introduce some more elements before I get tied up in here. All right, there's a couple of things I want to add. The series isn't over, for sure. It's Knicks in 5 energy. I want to keep stressing that. Let's not be so down to the point where we forgetting the big picture here. The big picture is we're up 2-1 in the NBA Finals. All right, the 1993 Chicago, and I mentioned this earlier, the 1993 Chicago Bulls, right, beat the Phoenix Suns the first 2 games in Phoenix. Phoenix came out and won Game 3, and we all know the results of the 93 Finals. The Bulls won in 6 games. Okay? So I'm not saying that it's going to be 6. My energy is Knicks in 5. I just think that we're the superior team, and these young bulls are in over their head. But we do have a Wemby paint problem that we have to address, both on the offense and defensive side. Towns, a lot of people talk about Karl Anthony Towns, and, you know, they say that, well, the Knicks, they need to get back to Karl Anthony Towns as a hub. And this is the reason why the Knicks are not performing at the highest level. I just want to talk about that for a second. I had an article, I don't know where the hell of that, it just disappeared. It is what it is. Oh, I could put this on the screen so y'all could look at this. I'm gonna tell you the problem with Towns, and it's gonna be counter to all the stuff you hearing other people say. I don't give a damn. I'm not here to confirm your bias, nor am I here to agree with everybody. All right. I watch basketball, a whole lot of basketball. I study the game, and I'm giving you my perspective, devoid of just filtering, you know, ESPN or you know, national media narratives. I watch a lot of basketball, bro. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Karl Anthony Towns has not yet scored a single point in 3 fourth quarters and he's played in the finals. In the first, second, and third quarter, he has 50 points. In the fourth quarter, he has 0 points. Now, the fact that you only have 50 points in the first 3 quarters of the finals, and we played 3 games, that's not enough points, my brother. When Karl Anthony Towns was the MVP, right? Yeah, I said Towns. He's the MVP of the finals. Was that because he was passing the ball, or was that because he was getting buckets? Or was that because of his defense, or was that because of his rebounding? Because the last time I checked in game 2, right, which was a nightmare scary game, blew a big lead, almost lost the game, Towns was 8 of 12 from the field. 21 points, 3 of 5 from 3, 13 rebounds, a block, defense on Wemby, tremendous. All right. What about game 1? Was it Karl Anthony Towns passing? This game, he didn't get to the 20-point mark, but he did get 18 points, 7 of 15 shooting, didn't make a 3, but he did get to the free throw line 4 times, 12 rebounds, all right? He did have 4 assists, all right? But Towns had moments in this game where he was aggressive. He took 15 shots. Towns was not, I wouldn't say he was a passer this game. I think he did a little bit of passing. We need Towns to be a bucket getter because the San Antonio Spurs have gone away from Wemby on Towns. That means Towns has an advantage. Now, if you want Towns to be the hub, he's going to have to do it from the paint or the mid post because he has these little, let me show you. All right, let me go back to research mode and I want to show this to you. All right, let's go back to NBA.com. All right, let's go to the box score. Let's go to games. Let's go to yesterday's date or Monday's date. Let's go to yesterday. Let's go to the box score. All right, let's go to matchups. All right. All right, so yeah, go ahead and then you could just look at who's doing what. So you could pick out Karl Anthony Towns. You can make him the offensive player. Look at the people who are guarding Karl Anthony Towns the most. All right, let's look at who's guarding him the most. All right, now Victor Wembanyama is spending about 3 minutes of the time guarding Karl Anthony Towns. Can y'all see that? Victor Wembanyama is only guarding Towns 3 minutes out of his possession time. All right. He's getting the ball how many times? I don't want to add it up, but it's just 3 minutes. All right. You see that? They're putting Devin Vassell on him for 2 minutes, Keldon Johnson for the other 2. All right. De'Aaron Fox. All right. Castle. Cornette is only getting a minute. All right, because he mostly plays against Wemby. So you're seeing a lot of smaller guys matched up with Towns. This is the matchups. You see this? All right. Now, against Victor Wembanyama, in the 3 minutes he's guarding him, he only took one shot on Wemby. That's it. And it was a 3-point shot. It wasn't even a 2-point shot. Can y'all see that? Hopefully y'all can see that. All right. So Wemby's not guarding him. All of these other guys, Carter Bryant, too small. Castle, too small. Champagny, too small. Fox, too small. Harper, small. Johnson, small. Cornette, slow. Vassell, small. Towns has to get busy, goddammit. All of that hub stuff, I don't want to hear about a goddamn hub unless he's going to post up and draw in a double team and dish it. Towns has to get busy, dog. He got these little ass dudes on him. Yes, they're coming to swarm and double. I understand that. That's going to open up the offense. We're not getting enough of that. Towns has to be more aggressive. Period. He took 4 shots in the fourth quarter. 2 were threes, 2 were inside shot, or 2-point shots, rather. I'm not going to say inside shots. You got to do better than that, Towns. But I don't care about the hub unless he's going to pass out double teams. If you got De'Aaron Fox guarding you 1 minute and 42 seconds, all right, he did manage to get 4 points on Fox. He managed to get 4 points on Champagny, right? And he scored 4 points on Luke Cornette. But you should have did it to Vassell. Why you didn't do it to Vassell? You only got 2 points on Castle. Castle guarding you 3 minutes and 27 seconds. A lot of that is due to pick and roll switches too. But at the end of the day, Towns has to get busy, bro. He's being guarded by little dudes, bro. And let's keep it real. I could go back to the matchup finder. I wrote it down in the game night. But, Wemby scored 10 points on Towns. He went 4 of 8 from the field this game. He got busy. This is the one bad game defensively Towns had on Wemby. All right? And so we need Bodega to tighten up, man. We need Mikal to show up. All right? I understand he was in foul trouble. You could say the foul calls were BS. What else? But at the end of the day, when you're on the floor, you got to make the most of your time. Mikal Bridges had a Frank Ntilikina 0-for-0 quarter in the second quarter. And he played like damn near 10 minutes. It's not going to get it done. Even though we wind up taking the lead. But at the end of the day, you got to get involved in the game. Because now the third quarter comes, you make 1 shot in the third quarter. That's it. It's not enough. So we need more from Babe Bodega. If he's the MVP, I need MVP-like production. Let me see what else. Oh, all right. And this will be the last thing. I'm going to get back to the phone line. I want to talk about Landry Shamet and what Jalen Brunson had to say about the referees. So this is what Landry Shamet had to say. Put this on the screen so y'all can see it. Landry Shamet says the officials are going to... Oh, my fault. The officials are going to do their thing. There's questionable calls every night. That's what I said. And y'all threw the book at me last night. The officials are going to do their thing. There's questionable calls every night. That's not something new. We can't sit here and make excuses, Knicks Nation, because that's what y'all doing in the chat. Y'all sitting there and making excuses. Oh, it was the refs. The refs took us out. All right, so when the Atlanta Hawks fans and the Philadelphia 76ers fans, they blame the refs for us beating them, they don't have a point. where is the ref excuse when we win? We're so quick to point it out when we lose, but where is the ref excuse when we win? Why didn't the refs help us win those other games? But this is what Landry Shamet had to say. Sounds similar to what I said last night. God damn it, the refs were always trash. The refs did not become trash overnight. It's been horrible all playoffs. And now you expected to just be good. But now we don't take accountability for the things that we done in the fourth quarter to cause us to lose the game. Those things don't matter. It's just, it's all the refs. Trying to get the Jalen Brunson comment. I don't know where the hell it was at. Oh, by the way, this is the article I wanted to talk about. Jalen Brunson dribble. We'll put another ball handler out there. Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart wasn't doing it last night. All right. Knicks need more hero ball to beat the Spurs. Towns attempted 10 field goals. He attempted 12 in game 2. All right. We need to get back to playing through Town. Thus far this postseason, Towns has assisted on 15.5% of Bridges' field goals made. Okay. I mean, listen, though. We just got to get it done. I'm trying to get the quote on what Brunson said. I just don't remember where the hell I put it. I got too much goddamn articles. Hold on. I'm going to see if I put it here. Because Jalen Brunson, Mr. Miyagi. All right. I wonder if it's in this article. All right. Oh, yeah, I got it right here. I got it. This is what Brunson said. I'm going to get right back to the phone line. So Jalen Brunson said this. Let me scroll down. This is what Brunson had to say. I think we turned the ball over a lot. First and foremost, and also we were fouling a lot. This is according to your captain, Jalen Brunson. Do y'all see this? I think we turned the ball over a lot. First and foremost. And also, we were fouling a lot and put them at the line about 30 times. Brunson said, with our live ball turnovers, got them out in transition. So those aren't my words. That's Landry Shamet and Jalen Brunson's words. Mike Brown didn't put it on the refs. Jalen Brunson didn't put it on the refs. Karl-Anthony Towns didn't put it on the refs. Landry Shamet didn't put it on the refs. All Mike Brown did was make a political statement of, y'all need to watch yourself. Y'all calling all these goddamn fouls. Call more for us. That's what Mike Brown said. Not that, oh man, the refs are manipulating the game and the refs, they caused us to lose because the NBA has a vendetta and they have this agenda. That's not what Mike Brown said. So don't use his statement to suit your narrative. Even Mike Brown said it. He did not say that. Shoot to Angie. 13-1, we good. Self-sabotage. Knicks in 5. Relax. Thank you, Angie. You know what, Angie? Salute to the OKF ladies. Y'all gotta relax. This grand plot of the NBA don't want us to win. Knock it off, goddammit. It's a bunch of nonsense, bro. Because where was that energy on the flip side? I'm consistent, goddammit. I'm not blowing with the wind. Oh man, can't you see it's the refs? Huh? It's always been the goddamn refs. They've been trash all playoffs. In every series. Now they're supposed to be good. But where were the refs during the 13-game winning streak? They had to be helping us win, right? Since they influenced the outcome of games. That's what the Hawks fans said. You gotta call a ball and a strike. My man, Mr. Knicks 101 said, Brunson had 15 assists and 15 turnovers. Not good. Facts. We're not playing efficient basketball, bro. Jalen Brunson's 5 turnovers hurt us. Now we got to fight back. We had the lead. Why we got to fight back? Turning over the ball. Brunson just said it. Turning over the ball, letting them live in transition. I didn't say that. I agree with that, but Brunson said that. Get back to the lines, man. All right. Just wanted to give some more context as y'all call up. Get my man Ty in the building. Six 469958389. Call up, voice your opinion. Uh-oh.
Yo,
Ty,
come
you're
on.
not keeping me
You
up
know
for
what?
you're not keeping me
Yo.
up for 4 hours, Ty. You're not doing it. You're
No,
not
no,
doing
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
I know,
no.
I'm messing with you.
See? Yeah,
We
see,
good.
that's what I'm saying. Nah,
I'm joking.
we good. No. I just
I
want
want to
to say my
start up the
point.
call with a joke.
No.
What's
It's
up?
not a joke. It's not a joke. You did all that. You did all that for me, and you took my whole narrative last night and you ran with it. But I'm gonna just say this, my guy. Let me just get my point out of there, because everyone acts like they just love New York more than everybody else, and they see the game better than everybody else. Every person is right in their own sight. So if I don't agree with your point, I don't agree with your point. You don't agree with mine, you don't agree with mine. I don't care. And a conspiracy has truth and lies in it. So we got to stop acting like two things can't be true at the same time. All right. So I'm not getting into the politics of it, but I will say this a little bit. Go listen to what Mikal Bridges said. First of all, Mikal Bridges said nobody brought up his press conference, and his press conference was the biggest one because he had 2 points in 30 minutes, and he said he grew up in high school and in college he was always a slasher and a cutter, and Towns is a great passer. He finds the open guy. He don't know why they did not go that way last night. He was taking shots at JB without taking shots at JB. He was basically saying, and he always said this, and you defended him when he was your client, they don't draw up plays for him. The ball finds him. So now everybody's saying, and first of all, he even said he played horrible defense, which he did, and he played horrible offense. He had a horrible.
No, his defense wasn't horrible.
I'm
That's
telling you what came out of his mouth about himself. I'm not talking
That's
about
just him being Mr.
I'm talking about what he
Miyagi.
said, KP. He said that. You got to look at you looked at everybody.
No, he said that. No, I got it. I was gonna put that up there, but it's too much to,
No. It's never too much when we trying to make our own point. So I'm gonna get that. That's one point, KP. Right? Let me just say this, and I'm gonna be very real with you.
But but hold on, really quick. You know that agrees with my point, Israel, right?
No. But hold on, KP.
Him saying that agrees with my point.
This is how me and you get on the call for a long time, because when these other people get on here and they saying things like, not saying that you want them to say, but it's like they're agreeing with you. They get to get their point out. I'm objective. This is your show. Y'all always gonna be able to come at me like, Ty, shut the hell up. What are you talking about? Ty talking crazy. I don't mind that smoke, because I'm gonna get on my captain's head. Jalen Brunson, if he was not, listen, there's a lot of things can be true right now. I don't know if you heard the rumors about Cat being the MVP. And let's go to that, because Cat was getting rumors of being an MVP, but you just put up a stat about him disappearing in the fourth. Which one is it? His impact was great enough for us to win. We know he needs the ball in the fourth quarter. We know he has not been his best, because he said it himself. In the fourth quarter, Cat came out and said it. Mike Brown, like I said, Waltz P said it, and you agree with him when I said it last night, that I think Mike Brown did what what Rick Carlissimo did last night. Carlisle did last night for Indiana. I said that last night. That got glossed over. We argued about that. And then today, Wall Speed said, and he was like, yeah, I agree with that. So then we have this. If Jalen Brunson played like that last night, in front of those fans to cement his name, to go at Becky Hammond, to go at Draymond Green, I felt like he had a little bit of that in him. I don't know. Because I don't know what JB was doing last night. That was not our captain. And then, bro, I don't think we're not paying attention to it. You're going to let somebody come in your house, Karan, with you and your wife and your kids and put their dirty feet up on your nightstand, on your coffee table and watch TV and take your remote? No, that's what the Knicks allowed. We allowed some boys to come into our home, disrespect us. The Knicks are playing soft as downy tissue. All of them. When your captain hit the floor, everybody's supposed to get up. Whoever's on the floor is supposed to run up in that person's face. JB should have.
I agree with that. See, we agree on that.
No. KP, let me just get this out because the Knicks are ass right now. Okay, they're ass. Excuse my French. They are, because you're sitting up here. Everybody's getting knocked in. It was not just no Wemby. Castle and Vassell and them boys were punking everybody on that court. Mikal got punked. Bridges got punked. Hart got punked. Alvarado got punked. Mitch and Carl Anthony Towns got punked. And we sitting up here like, oh no, we're just gonna be the modest New York Knicks. This is why we went 53 years. This is why we went 27 years. And then no, so all y'all have faith in tomorrow, right? But aren't y'all the same? I'm about to curse. Aren't y'all the same people who had faith in the 4? Aren't you the same people who had us in 4? Didn't y'all have faith yesterday? Y'all had faith yesterday, right? But Ty is delusional. Y'all had faith yesterday. What happened to that? So now you got more faith. You gave a team who had no point of being here. They had no reason to be here. They had nothing to lose. This is why they came out looking like the more mature team. They had nothing to lose. When you're fighting a guy in the ring who got nothing to lose, you got to be kidding me. You got to do everything you can to get him out of here. That wasn't the time. The Knicks wasn't scared of the lights. They sat up there, and if you look at the whole series, they were punking us the whole series, and they did it to OKC, and that's the formula for them. When are we going to – we don't need Sohan to come off the bench. We don't need none of our bench players to do it. We need our starters to do it. We need our starters to say, you know what, I'm going to take this one for the team. We don't even – when any of our players fall on the ground, nobody run and pick them up unless we turn around and they're sitting right there. We don't do that. We don't do that. We're playing selfishly, and we think that we're playing as a unit. Enough is enough. They came in our house, put their feet up on our coffee table, took our remote control, went in our refrigerator, eating the food that they wanted, laughing and smiling, telling our kids to go to bed. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Jalen Brunson, you want to be the king of New York? You want to be the king of New York? Then act like it. Because guess what? It's not peaches and cream over here, bro. It's not. It's not. And you was in South Jersey for half of your life. It's not peaches and cream, and you know that. So when you come in here talking about you the king of New York, you're going to take all the smoke that come with it, wins or losses. And JB played a horrible game. He played for that MVP last night, and he know damn well he did. He know he did because there was no reason for him to go against the script. No reason at all. Cat sat at that podium, KP, looking befuddled, and you should have saw Hart's face. Hart couldn't believe it. That's when Cat just made a sign, just took over the conversation. You can't do this. The Spurs have nothing to lose. We're going to mess around and find ourselves in a situation that we're not. And this is the worst. Oh, thank you, Father. This is why it's almost an accident waiting to happen for us. This is why. Let me tell you why. We have celebrated like we won the whole playoffs, y'all. And if everybody hate us, what will be the number one thing to make everybody glorify us losing? Us losing. Here we go. We get to the highest height, and then we lose. Every naysayer, every doubter, every person that was against us, Cameron looking like a goofy on First Take today. If I ever see Kate, listen, let me shut up. Listen, at the end of the day, fam.
But that's your first mistake. You watch First Take.
No. I don't watch First Take. It comes on your shorts, and they just showed him with the hat on. See?
I know.
You got to relax. You got to relax.
But I'm saying, don't watch it because it get me too. I see it. I have to say, I'm not going to do it today.
I watch The Objective Fan. Don't do that. I have to be able to come in here and give you some facts too, not off of what people say, but do my little homework. So,
but you know they're going to trigger you, Ty. That's all I'm saying. You know
they
that.
Never trigger me. Come on, you know who triggered me?
Who?
Everybody on here, when people calling, oh, I said the Knicks in 6, and I said the Knicks in 5, and I said the Knicks in 4, and then it's like, as soon as some water get on the roaches, they call those roaches, right? They scatter. My point is this. If we sit here and think for one moment that loss, that was a very impactful loss. Do I think my team's going to lose? No, because I'm assuming, like I assumed we was going to win, I'm assuming Mike Brown's going to rewrite the ship and get everything funneled through Cat again. But if we sit here and do that JB, and guess what Mikal Bridges said? He said it's hard to get things going when you have 4 seconds left to make a decision. I could not believe he said that. I could not believe Mikal, because Mikal want to win a chip. And he knows they're holding Brunson accountable. Believe that locker room, when you go into the NBA locker rooms, y'all think they just kumbaya? No, they're in there arguing, talking about who did what and who did not. They have a players only meeting, they get together and they make everything right. This is real life. Them players already got their money. But this is their legacy. This is their fame. This is their name. They got to walk around town. They got to go to other cities. You don't want that asterisk over you every time somebody see you. They're like, oh, man, you choked, you this, you that. They don't want that. Not in this type of city. So, Jalen Brunson, I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. You want to be the captain of New York? Act like it. Go to Clyde. When you start getting like this, you can go to your father, but your father lost in 99, only played 1 minute. You got to go to somebody who won it. Go to Clyde and talk to Clyde. What should I do? What my mannerism should be during this time right now in these finals? That's what he needs to go consult with.
So Ty, I let you cook a lot. If you want to call back, you can. But I gave you the floor. You can't say I didn't give you the floor.
I'm done. I don't got nothing else to say. I'm done.
All right. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said, though, by the way. Some things I don't. But it's all good.
We got punked.
We definitely got punked.
If they don't stand up for themselves, Karan, if Mitchell do not get in Wemby's face and talk trash to him like he was doing Embiid, if Karl Anthony Towns don't yell in his face like he yelled when he dunked on him, and if he's fouling him or he's fouling one of his players, then we have a problem, Houston. We have a problem.
I think we fine. I think we're going to get Wemby out the paint, my brother. But I appreciate you, Ty.
All right, man. Okay.
Big time. I like that call because I thought he was going to go on the refs, but then he stayed away from the refs. That's good. And now we staying away from the refs. It's all good. Hold up. And you get tugboat. Got to get these no clocks out the way. What's good, tugboat?
Why you always make me follow up after Ty, bro? Why you always give these great speeches and then you got me coming in?
That's the cue.
Like, what are we doing, bro?
Y'all called up at the same time a lot.
Nah, man, this show's been going on forever. I called before the show started. Yo, nah.
Do you want me to put the screenshot in the Discord?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
He spoke nothing but facts, man. I mean, I ain't got no follow-up, bro. He spoke nothing but facts. He said pretty much everything I'm saying as far as, you know. And like I said, and you know, you're boxing everybody in the corner when they put something about the refs, as in they're saying the whole game was based on the refs, or now we're gonna lose the chip. I never said that. I don't think Ty's ever said that. I don't think. I heard the first caller. He kind of said that.
I'm not talking to you only.
Okay.
Y'all taking it like I'm talking to y'all two by yourselves.
No, I don't. I said the first caller.
Yo, you know what you could do when you if you have time, go look at the comments in the Smoke Fire video. Like 30 comments on. They coming for my head. Don't you see the refs? So I'm talking to them.
Okay. See, I thought we were talking to callers. My bad. I forget it's a 4-dimensional game.
No, yeah. Remember, we got thousands of people, man. I know OKF Nation is lit. It's hundreds of us, but no, I'm talking to the thousands. Them dudes is coming for my head right now, bro.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the live chat, I'm looking at the Discord, and I'm looking at, the callers, and I'm like, I don't see anybody.
No, not the Discord, my show. Not the Discord. But if you go to the comments, in the last video, man, they coming for my head. I got a dude, I'm not even going to say his name. One of my loyal listeners talking about bringing up other channels and what they're saying. I just deleted the comment. Listen, don't come over here telling me about what other people are saying. And so go listen to them, goddammit. I am not here to confirm your bias. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I'm not going to say the person's name. Y'all all know the person. He might be in the chat right now. I might even try to single him out.
Nah,
but
I
he
didn't
know
see
who I'm talking about.
that.
Yeah, I had to get that comment up out of there because I'm like, not you, not you.
Not
What are
you.
we
Anybody
doing?
can say that, but not you.
Anybody but you. Like, you could disagree. You could say, I'm bugging. Yo, you wrong. I don't care about none of that. But when you want to bring up other people and say they said this, and I'm like, nah, I'm not going for that.
Nah.
I don't give a damn what they said. Sorry.
Fair enough, then. Fair enough, because yeah, that's what I was speaking on the behalf of that. Because I'm just like,
Yeah,
yo,
no, not y'all
we're
two.
not
Nah,
saying
we good. Yeah, we good.
we're not
Listen,
we're
man,
not
I know
saying that
we.
we're gonna lose because of
Yeah,
them. We're not saying this is all their fault. We
nah,
ain't
nah.
saying none
I
of that.
got you. Nah,
Yeah, man.
but Ty, but I mean, Tupple, could you at least accept like the refs have been horrible the entire playoffs? It
Yeah,
ain't
but
just
that's
starting in the
remember
finals.
I've been saying that. That's what I was saying. I didn't want to play OKC. Remember my whole reason for not playing
Right. I
OKC
know.
was simply officiating
The
because,
refs,
like
the
I said,
foul baiting, the
it had
merchants. I
it
got you.
had nothing to do with the skill level. It had nothing to do with
Right.
that. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
watch good basketball. Like I said, I
Right.
feel
Got you.
horrible for those people that paid that much money to watch that type of game and that type of loss. I feel horrible for those people because
Yeah.
that's not what we're here for. We're here for a fair game, and that's all we want. And I get it. I mean, we're preaching to the choir on this because it ain't gonna happen. It ain't never gonna
Hell
happen. You
no.
can yell to the crowd. It ain't
What?
never gonna happen. You know
Man,
what I mean?
they're never gonna throw. All right, they'll throw Wemby out the game. They're not gonna suspend them.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on,
because I even
that's
like we
never gonna.
spoke on that where the guy was like, you think they're gonna spend them? Hell no. Not gonna
Hell
happen.
no,
Not gonna
not
happen.
gonna
He
happen.
ain't, he
That's
ain't, he
why we
ain't gonna
just got to
suspend him.
tighten up. Like, listen. I know it's not fair. Life is not fair. We just got to tighten up what we do. Like, we got to tighten that up, bro. Like, there's things that we can control. Like, y'all want Cat to be the hub? Well, he need to get on that block, force the double, and then pass the ball. But you can't be in the corner on the elbow just standing there watching Brunson. It ain't gonna work, bro.
What was that though? What was that whole watch? I put in the
Crash.
chat earlier. It was like the second half looked like we went back to the Tibbs formula, and that's no slander at Tibbs, but it just looked
Right.
like a very Tibbs like second half with the ISO ball, everybody standing around, and it looked a little clueless. I was confused. I was like, are we trying a different trick? Oh, but also, did you see where I posted about where I didn't even know you could do this? The Spurs requested to swap sides of the court.
With like in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, so you know how like they normally start on the opposite side and then you end up on
Yeah,
the
you could
other
do that.
side?
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you could do
Yeah.
that. You could request that.
And the Spurs
As long
requested
as
it.
the
That's
other team agrees.
right. And they requested that. So I also think, I also not think, but I also wonder if that made a play because you don't just make that move for no reason. I also wonder if that was an issue in the second half where on the second half we weren't with our bench, we weren't shooting near our bench, so we couldn't hear the calls on offense like we do normally throughout the games
Ooh.
to help us close the game out.
Potentially. I could see that because I mean, you could make a really good argument for that because they dominate the first quarters.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So they got their bench on their side, but now they want it. Now that makes sense. It's possible.
Yeah, I don't think that move was made, for no reason because they said hardly any teams ever do that. So for the Spurs to do that, there had to been some intention behind it, and I think that's probably was well executed and another factor of, why Michigan didn't get complete last night. But like everybody says, I don't mind the loss. I hate the loss, but I
I
don't
hate it
mind the
too.
loss because the last time we lost, what happened? The last time
Exactly.
we took
That's what
some
I
type
think
of
is gonna
L like
happen.
this, what happened?
Bingo.
It was a big BTA. So I'm hoping that,
Big
this
BTA.
ain't nothing but a pull in the slingshot and, we taking down quote unquote Goliath.
They not that good though. Like
They're not.
they're not that good. They a good team. They not whack. Listen, I'm not saying they try. Like, I don't do stuff like that, but they just not as good as us, bro. Like I watch these guys. They're not as good as us, bro. Like they
Yep.
shouldn't even be here right. Like they shouldn't even be here right now. Seriously.
They shouldn't even be here right now. What do you mean? Oh, with the OKC thing? And I mean,
Man,
their path was highly questionable.
highly questionable, bro.
Their
I
path was highly
like
questionable.
I hate to take away accolades, bro. But come on, bro. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, you go up against OKC, they don't got their second and their third best player because Chet was playing like ass. So they don't got their second and their third best player.
And their best bench player. AJ Mitchell.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's
So
weird, bro.
it is what it is. They're here now. And like Ty said, man, they came in the crib and took over. So we can't let that happen. We gotta get this dub tomorrow. And then
We will.
how do you
We
feel?
will.
All right, I'm gonna get on the phone real quick. Just on a personal level, how do you feel? Does winning it in 5 mean more than winning it at the Garden?
I just want to win that joint.
Okay.
Listen, the sooner you win it, the better. I think the longer
For
the
sure.
series goes, it favors them because they're
Yeah,
gonna get
no.
confident.
I'm not saying
you know?
play with your food. I'm not saying play with your food. I'm just saying, would you prefer a win in 5? I'm not saying, of course, I'm not saying intentionally lose and make sure we don't win in 5. But I'm saying your personal. Would you want win in 5 or would you want win in 6 at the Garden?
I go winning. I go winning 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go winning 5.
And let the city take care of itself.
No, let the city up. Yeah, that's what I would.
Okay. And then what's that? That's revenge for 99 because they won in 5.
Yep. Let me see.
Right.
Hold on. Yeah, that was Maxine. Anyway, yeah. I think I do Knicks in 5. I don't want it
Okay.
I don't want to delay it because they proved they could win in the Garden already.
Right.
You go into Game 6 playing around. I don't want to have a Game 6 to play around with.
Right.
You know?
Be on the edge of your seat for that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I heard to take any more of that.
Yeah, and then remember, now you got to deal with another loss.
Uh-huh. Yep. And then the turmoil of that.
Yep. 100%.
Well,
But all right,
brother,
man. I appreciate you, Cubbo.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. No doubt. Big time salute. All right. Give me 2 seconds, y'all.
Yes.
Let's go.
Hello.
I'm back. My fault. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You
What's going on, man?
Yeah. I was on mute, man. Sorry, man. I had to take care of something crazy just now. What's going on, my brother?
Not much, man. I'm just listening to the show, man. Just Ty made some good points. I think overall, the Knicks, there's certain things they gotta have to clear up. Over the last two fourth quarters, the Knicks haven't been shooting at a very high percentage, which allowed the Spurs to come back in game two from that 14-0 run. And then you saw yesterday with the Knicks going, what was it, 2 for 12, 2 for 14 from three?
Say that again?
Yeah, so the Knicks went 2 for 14 from three in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like if they went 4 for 14, we wouldn't be having this conversation, so, that comes from lack of ball movement, not being able to move the ball around. Spurs have, 28 assists to our 18?
Yeah.
So it's going to have to be up to Brunson or Alvarado to be able to distribute the ball around because, Mikal Bridges, he was taken out of the game a little bit early, got into early foul trouble. So that's why I said that Brunson, they should have experimented with Brunson at the off guard position for certain stretches and allow Alvarado to be the secondary ball handler.
Do you think that's too small though?
Nah, I think what you want to do is limit turnovers, and I think that was what the bigger problem was, rather than having small guards. The Spurs had 21 points off of turnovers. That's from not properly moving the ball around. So if you're gonna run with a small backcourt to prevent that from happening for 3 or 4 minute stretches, then I would take the risk of that. Because that's what killed us was the turnovers.
I agree. Do you think Clarkson could have helped us with that?
What's that?
Do you think Clarkson could have helped us with that?
I think he could have, but I think he was looking more to score, which is rightfully so, because at the time he was in the game, the Knicks were sort of in a little bit of a funk. So I think he helped out in that regard as far as scoring.
Right. 100%.
Yeah, I'm just like the way I look at it, man, is just the Knicks are a better team. And yesterday showed that they were. I think the Spurs played their best game out of the 3 games, and they still only won by 4. So I mean, there's no reason to be jumping off the ledge over this. My personal belief is that I think Cat should be the focal point of the offense in the first 3 quarters. Where he took like 10 shots in a finals game in game 3. That's not enough. Guy's 7 foot. He can shoot threes. He should be taking at least 15 or 20 shots a game.
Yeah. He got to get in that mid post, man. But I appreciate you. Knicks will be chance, man. Great call.
Thank you. Yeah, just have a great day.
All right, big time salute. All right, that's my man. Knicks will be champs. Trying to see who I missed. Smash that like button if you didn't smash that like button. Okay, got my man Jamal. How's it going, Jamal? What's going on, family?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. Can't complain, man. What's your thoughts on anything? I mean, we talked about a lot, Mike Brown with the refs. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I guess we definitely gotta touch on the Wemby situation. basically how I see it is all of these other leagues is chasing the NFL, right? So they're trying to be global and international. If you look at the behavior of the international players, Wemby, Joker, Shea, these guys got these tendencies to do these little things because, the league is kind of behind globalization. And, cash cows are setting up the stuff for the future. But what made me mad is nobody laid no wood or nothing on them and really sent the message that we ain't tolerating that on our guy. You know what I mean? And I think that would have forced the refs to have to look at it on a monitor and see it if they really didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy that they could get away, with that, but that's part of the game, man. And you're gonna have to be able to withstand those crazy calls because it's been consistent like that.
Yeah, it's definitely a part of the game. I mean, I'm not worried. I don't feel threatened by them. I feel like we're gonna handle them tomorrow and move on. But I just think it's certain things when one of your or any of your guys, but let alone your main guys, you just don't tolerate things out there being done like that to them and just let it go. You know what I mean? That's the adjustment from our current team from the Knicks of old. We different players, different personalities, different styles. But I mean, ultimately, we're gonna get them back by hoisting the trophy on.
Exactly.
So
I agree. And we shouldn't be down like it's over.
Nah.
Right now. It's part of the game.
Yeah, it's part of the game. They're gonna miss some. They're gonna catch some. It's pretty much been one-sided for our series, but being that this happened, it just showed. I've been seeing a lot of track record of Wemby because I'm the kind of Knicks fan as of late. I just watch every Knicks game. I don't watch every game that come on NBA every night and this, that. And seeing him doing this repeatedly in last series, he was elbowing dudes in the head. He threw Alvarado around. So I think he do all this kind of Buddhism, Zen monk stuff he been doing because he possibly got anger problems. And I even watched in the Junior Olympics when Chet and them beat him, he had a meltdown. And this was several years ago, and that's where the little thing with him and Chet was born at. So, but it's all good. We definitely going to get at him tomorrow.
I agree. I think that is over in 5. That's still my energy. We gave up 1, but yeah, I think it's going to be over in 5, man. But I do appreciate you, man. Big time salute and great call.
All right, take it easy, brother.
All right, thank you. All right. It's my man Jamal from Jersey. Trying to make sure I spoke to everybody. I don't make sure. Yeah, I'm following the queue. All right, cool. Got my man A level. Smash that like button if you didn't smash it already.
Tell a friend that we live.
We in the building. What's going on?
Yo, man. I was at that Greenpoint watch party, bro.
Oh, what happened?
Nah, man. What happened was when we lost, man, my heart just fell, man. I mean, it was a beautiful place, man. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what team am I looking at right now? Is this the same team that won 13 straight and blowing teams out by 50 points? So
insane.
I mean, we came out there flat, man. We just came out there flat. Honestly, we weren't really playing our brand of basketball. And like I was saying to you earlier on the Discord, like I just feel like the lights was a little bit too bright for guys, and I just was detecting a lot of nervous energy out there, because we just started reverting back to. It didn't even seem like they even wanted the ball outside of Brunson. Like guys were just hitting screens and like passing and doing extra passing. Like, is somebody going to take a shot? Like, what are we doing here? That's what I was detecting. And McCall got into a foul trouble early.
He did.
That's another thing. People talking about McCall getting reps and stuff like that. And, he's the kind of person, he has to get reps. to get going. And a lot of his buckets are assisted from a lot of Karl Anthony Towns passes. You know what I'm saying? Of which he really wasn't getting because they were not sticking to the plan. You know, I don't know what happened. You know, and I'm sorry, you was gonna say something?
No, I mean, I know the reason. It was because Wemby in the second half, he was more of a strong safety, and
Right.
he was right by the basket waiting for you. So you wasn't getting that. You got to pull Wemby from the basket,
Right.
and that's something that we really wasn't doing. So it became harder to get opportunities at the rim. Thus, the stagnation, everybody watching, and lack of movement. No
Yeah.
straight threes.
And I noticed they were willing to more so live with Josh Hart shooting threes than anybody else. Like going, like, you know, what the Cavs was doing. Like, we will live with Josh Hart killing us, you know, than you guys, than JB or Cat or anybody else. And I mean, they came out there with that kind of plan. They went out there with the 4-guard system or combo guards, and let me just do rim pressure, and that's about it. And like you said, I mean, what we did really get exposed was like the ball handling to helping JB out. That's what we really need. That's what we really need on this team, you know. And
100%.
to your point, Clarkson, I don't know why he got removed from the game for that, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I appreciate you, my brother, man. Great call. And it's still Knicks in 5. That's just my energy. I'm not tripping too much. I think the adjustment is an easy one to make.
Yeah. I'm off my soapbox. You know what I'm saying? I was mad for a minute. You know what I mean? But this is, you know, it's cardiac Knicks, man. This is what we do. You know. But
what we do,
I'm back.
Yeah. We're not sweeping the finals, right?
No, we ain't sweeping the finals. I mean, that was my best case scenario, but I still believe, you know, Knicks in 5. You know.
Knicks in 5. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Big time salute.
All right, my brother.
All right. It's my man A Level. Got the most optimistic Knick fan. Let's see if he answers. Smash that like button if you hadn't already. He might be on the move. All right, Joe. Call me back, man. Joe's one of those guys. If you miss his call, that's it. See if we get Sean. He's also busy working. I got another call that's going to make y'all mad. All right, call me back, Sean. And I got my man, the Bronzeville Spurs fan. Oh, Lord. Bronzeville, what's up, man?
What's good, man?
Yo, my bad, bro. Last night was crazy. It's a crazy show.
No. I think I heard that. I ain't gonna lie to you. After like 20:30, you know, that dude, these games ended like 30 minutes past midnight, man.
Yeah, it's super late, bro. Super late. I got off live at 4. I'm like, man.
Yeah, man, but you know, it was a good game. It was a good game. What did you get from that game?
I mean, it's for me, it's very simple. You can't let Wemby just camp out in the paint on defense, especially just in the help position. You gotta take him from the basket. You know, we allowed Wemby to establish position in the paint, but yeah.
But to see that, I was telling you that's what happened from the second half of that second game. The Spurs usually, you know, a lot of teams they would like X out what they big when they come in, but the Spurs do a rotation. They rotate a full rotation. It's like they shell out, it's like a hybrid zone, but they do a full rotation. Wemby stays in the paint all day, and you got to have you got to have the personnel to do it. You got to have, you know, fast wings and fast guards to be able to, you know, still rotate. But the first 2 games, for some reason, Mitch had the first few quarters. Mitch had Wemby holding Towns, and Towns once
Wemby out, he drew him out, but they refused to let. Wemby's tagging nobody. He's tagging the paint. And whoever's a
Right.
3-point. So the only holes in that really is you're really rolling the dice. It's either OG kill you from the corner and Josh Hart. That's pretty much what the offense is gonna be from there. Because even Cat, I know people saying why Cat takes a little bit. He didn't. They threw 4 bodies in the paint every time Cat touched the ball.
Right.
And
But that's what we
unfortunately,
need, though.
these kids these days don't really know the post for some reason. Cat, as big as he is, want to post 5 feet, 10 feet away from the rim. I love it, thank you. But once you do that and they load the paint up as soon as you get the touch, you turn around and all you see is 4 bodies.
Nah,
And
you
then
got to pass it.
well,
That's when
what he
you
got to do.
pass
He
it
got to
out.
pass. He got to pass. And
Bingo.
the help is going to leave Hart or OG open in the weak side corner. But if they hitting, then that's what we get in that second quarter, 42 points.
Exactly.
But if they're not,
But that's where we got to mix it up. We got to bring that back. But I'm glad you said that. That's the real, man, that's the realest thing you said, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's the realest thing you just said, man.
yeah, listen, man, we didn't do nothing yet. Right? I'm not gonna sit here and go crazy because we won a game. I'm still pissed off a game too. But you gotta let it go and move on. But in my mind, it should be a 2-1 series. But it is what it is. The other way, 2-1 the other way. But the adjustment they made the last 4 or 5, the Spurs went 4 the last 5 quarters. That's what you really got to look at. And it's since they changed that to that zone, because now they're like, listen, man, everybody else gonna have to be Wemby's gonna be in the paint all day. I'm gonna have to be Wemby in the paint for the rest of the series. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He gonna tag the corner 3-point shooter or Josh Hart. And if they bring Mitchell Robinson in the game, he can go screen all he want. Go screen up top and do what the hell you want. But there will be no switch. And even when Cornette come in the game, he's not going out and attacking aggressively either, the 3-point shooting. You get him space and drop back. That's it. Just listen,
we ain't worried about Cornette. Cornette,
it's not
fool.
about
Y'all
worrying
can't
about him.
even play Cornette.
It's about your ability to get to the paint. And the other thing I want to say too, man, I heard all these people, I'm a fan, so I get pissed. I watched the Minnesota series, OKC series. The foul calling is crazy every series, right? But I will say this. Be careful what you wish for, man, because if they allow physicality to get if they take that away, the Knicks don't have a chance to stop a Wemby. If they start calling touch fouls for everything, and there's 21 to 23. There's different types of fouls. The Knicks were not driving. They're taking jump shots. How many fouls do you want to get? These are shooting fouls. Every shooting foul they got, they shot free throws. You got to you got to get 4 common fouls to get in the penalty. They're getting common fouls. A lot of the Spurs fouls are shooting fouls. So they're going to the free throw line without having to get the 4 team fouls. And I'm like, I'm listening, how does that even make sense? They shot more free throws. So what? But be careful. If they take away that physicality, Mitch and what you call it can't contain them without being physical. That's their advantage right now. They're allowed to play physical with him.
Well, listen, I definitely somewhat agree with that take, but I think we gonna kill y'all. Listen, dog, y'all don't gotta pray. We gonna make the adjustments, and like you said, it ain't over yet. And we gonna talk more. We gonna talk more. We got another game tomorrow.
Don't do it. We got a game tomorrow, but don't talk about killers. I think, remember, I told you the trajectory is going in a different way. Lose by 10, lose by 1, win by 5, and whoa, this is going in the wrong direction fast.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later, my brother.
All right, brother.
Big time.
Big time. Right.
Hey, I mean, that's a Browns. He's a Spurs fan, but what do you want me to say? He wasn't on here egotistical. He wasn't on here saying the Spurs is dead. Nah, he said real talk. They get into the basket, we shooting jump shots. You gotta pull Wemby from the basket, bro. You got to pull him from the basket. If he's standing in the paint like he just told you with the zone, you're not getting no paint shots. Because that's what he does. He's a help defender. Oh, man, Hakeem the Dream. Damn. The Spurs know Bruss is a limited player. The Knicks will win the chip if Brunson passes the ball. OG or Cat will win MVP. Cat ain't winning no damn MVP if he continues playing the way he's playing. You got to be aggressive against these little dudes. And if you're going to beat a hub, beat a hub. But at the end of the day, you know, we got to do a better job of, you know, getting guys
Hey,
involved
sorry I missed you.
and getting an easy shot. Yo, Rock voicemail always catches me. All right, Joe, get the most optimistic fan, see what he got to say.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's going on? The most optimistic Knicks fan. Are you still optimistic?
Let's go.
Yeah, man, come on. I hear a lot of people coming a certain way, kind of freaking out. Yo, don't jump off the ship now, man. Listen,
They said it's rigged. The NBA don't want us to win it.
I know the refs were bad, man, but that's not why we lost. The reason why we lost is because of our offense. We're not running good sets, man. I need better ball movement, straight up.
Right. That's facts.
Like, where's Cat running the offense as a hub? I need to see that. Yo, there was a play yesterday where I saw Victor Wembanyama. He had the ball in his hands, and he's just standing in the middle of the court, and he's not moving, and he's operating as a screen, and his players are flaring around him, like coming out, it's like, in an opposite flare towards the basket, and it's just creating wide open lanes. Why aren't we doing that with Cat? Cat literally could just hold the ball and stay still, and people run around him as he sets a screen, and it's an easy lane for Mikal Bridges or whoever to run to the basket and get an easy bucket. We're just not running our sets, man. I don't understand it. Like, our offense can be so much better. Like, the Spurs were doing that. They were running easy screens and off-ball screens, but we weren't really doing it, man. I don't know. I just think running Cat as our primary hub in our offense is what's going to bring us success. It brought us success in the Hawks series. And listen, I know there was a bunch of flagrants that shouldn't have gotten called, Brunson jumping on the dude's leg. There was a play where, Wemby hit the ball out of bounds and then they called a foul on us, and that totally killed our momentum. Like, there was a bunch of stuff with the refs, but at the end of the day, our play needs to be up to a certain level so we don't even care if the refs are killing us. Like, I know we've been having to kill the refs and the other team. Like, it's been 2-on-1 this whole time, but like you guys been saying, that this has been happening this entire playoffs. So it's not really an excuse right now. We just need to play better, straight up. And I know we can do it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And Cat, man, I need to see Cat with 10 assists. Him having 1 assist, that's not going to do it. Start operating as a hub, man. Everything's going to click into place. You're going to have guys like Shamit and Mikal getting better spots because they'll be, they'll make more of their shots. We just got to put them in better positions, right? And another thing, with Brunson. Brunson, get off the ball right away, man. You'll get it back. You don't got, just get off the ball and we'll get you in a better spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, for him having the ball and trying to figure out what he wants to do for too much, and like, there's a couple times where we went down to 4 or 5 seconds on the shot clock, and it was a bad set. Just if we improve our sets, our defense will fall into place. Everything will fall into place. We just need to learn how to operate like what we've been doing, man. We got to stop going away from the game plan. Our game plan is have Cat as the hub, let him operate and facilitate, let Brunson set off-ball screens so other people can get in the lanes and cut. Mikal cutting actions. There's a lot we can do, man. I don't know why people are kind of being hesitant, like saying, the sky is falling now. Like, we're good.
Right.
We've been good. Right. We just got to run our stuff, man. We have stuff in our bag that we can use. We have tools and sets that we can run.
Do you think Clarkson could help with that?
Exactly, yeah. Clarkson needs to get more minutes. Like, right now, Deuce isn't really bringing much. Shamit really isn't bringing much. We can sprinkle a little Clarkson in there to run more paint actions with us.
Got you.
Clarkson is he's a lethal paint scorer that we could use. And we got to use him more. Even Cat, man. Cat needs to get some more usage in the paint. We got to start killing them down low and stop settling for these 3-pointers every 5 seconds. Let's move the ball and cut inside because we're just settling and we're trying to play hero ball. We're putting these guys in spots where they got to make hero shots every possession. Let's get some easy baskets, guys. Straight up.
Man, I appreciate you. The most optimistic Knicks fan is Knicks in 5. We'll talk later, my brother.
For sure. I'm just saying it's our offense. We just need to improve our offense. Everything will fall into place.
That's facts. Big time salute, family.
Thanks for taking my call, man.
No doubt. It's my man Joe from AC, man. Listen, y'all. Big time salute to everybody. I should be back tonight because there's more I want to talk about. I do appreciate you guys. And until next time, as always, let's go.